Good evening, everybody. Alaran, greetings for Gazza has been received. Alaran, it has been raining in New Zealand, at least in my part of New Zealand, all day. It looks pretty wet down in Hamilton as well. Time till death, leaving a bit of fine. Yeah, my boy was here watching the haka, so he's just gone off to bed. Patrick enjoyed the anthems indeed. They were pretty good. As you can see, I've got Gazza here alongside Mama 2 cents as well. So they're all in the building. You guys picking the All Blacks, or you picking Fiji?
G'day, guys.
You guys were with me when we saw Argentina beat the All Blacks for the first time ever. Could we see the same, or do you think it's going to be a pretty comfortable win for the All Blacks?
There should be a win.
Should be a win.
Should be a comfortable one.
Should be comfortable. Yes.
Could be a bit of a slug in the wet.
Could be. Simon, I'm glad to know it's all up and going. Kenneth, mate, how's it going? Star Leo. Wallabies Rule says Gazza Machine. That's right. Star Leo is calling you 2 shillings rugby again.
Thank you.
Sabello is in Pretoria, man. I hope you are well and safe. Anthony, man, good evening as well. Let's chuck the score up. Steve Smith reckons it's going to be 102-0.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Hopefully not that.
Not with all their players from Europe.
No.
Fijians from Europe.
And they're Aussies.
And Aussie, yep. That's right.
All right, let's chuck this up. And
They got their 3 Australian players this week.
Yeah, how did they get into the country? Was it just...
I think they must have already started doing their quarantine.
Okay.
By the sound of it.
Big V8 show. Yes, the whole family is here. HH, Mike, how's it going?
Dangerous.
We are 55 seconds in at the moment. Just to sync you guys up with me, I'm at 1 minute now. As per normal, if I am behind you guys in terms of the speed of the stream, which is not uncommon, do us a favor and don't drop any too revealing spoilers into the chat, please, folks. That'd be appreciated. But yeah. K Wood's asking, is this New Zealand A? I think this is pretty much closest to the full Kiwi side at the moment, mate. Craig says, evening to Sense and everyone else. Come on, the All Blacks. Indeed. Englishman, it has already started. We are 1 minute and 35 seconds in. The All Blacks have conceded an early penalty. It was a high tackle from Bauer on Lomani. So there you go.
Frank Lomani.
Wayne's in Brisbane. Evening, Wayne, mate. Hope you guys are all well. Minute and 55. Here we go. Here come the Fijians early. Oh, Nandolo. Oh, D-Mac just gets in the way. Good start. Darramundi, man. How's it going?
Gee, did you see that?
Ellen can't even get in the game. I don't usually revert to it, but check on Reddit, man. Maybe Reddit. You can find some joy.
That was a break and a half. Oh, gee. Good tackle.
Rod is in Guam. How's it going, Rod, mate? Henderson says, Moonga is a great player, but his hairstyle is absolutely terrible. I have no arguments there. That hairstyle is popular amongst so many of the players at the moment.
It's terrible.
They're going to look back at this in 10 years and go, what was I thinking?
It's a terrible.
Charging at us already. They're charging at us already.
Randy's supporting Fiji. Good man, Randy. Oh, thank you, buddy.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
See you later, Garrett. Love you.
Still 0-0, huh?
Who do you think's going to win?
All Blacks.
All Blacks.
Good boy.
Good man. Randy, yeah, let's hope we get better refereeing. But man, it's all Fiji early.
Gee, they're running it.
They had advantage.
Oh, no.
They got a penalty.
All Fiji so far. Damon Murphy. Damon Murphy is the ref, mate. What a polite little man. Alan, I try to teach him well. Try to teach him his manners and stuff. Hairstyles don't win games, absolutely, but it can make you look pretty bad while winning.
Gee, they're tacky.
I mean, Moonga wouldn't be the first rugby player to have a bad haircut.
He won't be the last.
Mackenzie's is much the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Really?
Sup, Uso, and to the family go there, bees, man. Cheers. Hope you're having a good night, Us. Fiji need a massive start if they want to win style era. They do need to kind of rattle the All Blacks early, and they came out fire and brimstone, so good start.
You should get this.
They have
He'll get
opted
this.
for 3. Yeah, surely.
He played for the Crusaders about 5 years ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played for the Waratahs, played for the Crusaders. He's been with a couple of French teams, so he's been around the blocks.
He's in France now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's got that.
he's nailed that. So it is 3-0.
He's not brilliant, but he's steady.
Early to the Fiji. Lomu had a bad haircut back in 95. There you go. Bad haircuts. We will continue to see them from great rugby players. It's true. 3-0. Joe Marler is the king of bad haircuts. At least he's got a good sense of humour. He can kind of back it up.
I quite like Joe Marler. He's funny.
Jody's in South Africa. Good evening, mate. Birdie reckons New Zealand by 15. If it's only by 15, I feel like Ian Foster will be under a wee bit of pressure.
I reckon.
He's in a lose-lose situation.
Steve Ian Foster.
Yeah, if he smokes the Fijians, people will just discredit it, saying, well, you should be winning those kind of games, and if they don't win it by much,
He'll get smoked
they
anyway.
get smoked anyway, exactly.
This Fijian teams.
Foden's has got to be the worst. I can't even remember what
I
that looks
reckon
like.
this Fijian team would beat Tonga and Samoa quite convincingly, eh?
Zax is Bulla Vanaka. Vanaka, mate.
Don't you reckon, McMurray?
What's that?
These Fijians would beat Tonga and Samoa quite convincingly.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I mean, if you'd asked me a couple of years ago, where do all these Fijian guys play, I probably wouldn't have known, but a lot of them, since I've been watching like the Champions Cup and stuff, which I never used to watch before the YouTube,
They play in
like,
France.
a lot of them are playing for some of the best teams in France, eh? So
England?
I don't think there's as many in England. There seems to be more in France, but like
France.
Nandolo's in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the only one. There's a few of them. Rugged Rugby's watching in Vietnam. How's it going well in Vietnam, mate? What beer you drinking? Heart's going like crazy, says Fiji Islander. Can't hold my coffee mug steady. See how you guys go, man. Good start. Good start. Stalio reckons this Fiji team would smash Tonga and Samoa. Agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Jason says the Fijian team is so physical. They need to be, man. You need to front up against the All Blacks for sure. Make them uncomfortable. Reese is worried about when Wales are going to play Fiji in the autumn. Cora says, hi Mark. Hello from a really good seat at FMG Stadium. Wow, Cora, I hope you're enjoying the game. Crowd looks really good. I'll admit, Cora, on TV, and I can hear them. It looks really good. Better than last week, where it was a bit average. Patrick,
What?
man.
Do you know what the crowd was last week?
I think they said like 16,000,
Oh, was it really?
which is pretty bad.
I thought it'd be more than
Is
that.
it?
No. One of them with big back rows on the bench is at London Irish, that's right. Thoughts on Tonga versus the Cook Islands next week? We could go to that if you want to drive to Pukekohe to watch Tonga against the Cook Islands. That should be a bit of a hiding, I reckon. What do we think of Cotter? What do you think of Vern Cotter, Gazza?
He's a very good coach. He's been around a while.
He has been around a while.
He's a very good coach.
He's done a good job pretty much wherever he's gone.
Yeah, he's good.
Cora said everyone around her is cheering for the Fijians. Everyone likes watching Fiji play rugby, man. I don't know anyone that's
Against them.
spoken really ill of Fiji except the odd team that gets beaten by them. What's messy line out from the All Blacks, and now they've just taken the foot right off the gas. Fiji can get a good exit play here. Why isn't the upper tiers of the stadium sold out? I guess they thought they weren't going to sell it out, eh? It's probably to do with the amount of staff that they would have needed to... D-Max kicked it out on the
D-Max
full.
He's made a mistake. He needs to get rid of his mullet too. D-Man.
That's a terrible PK.
Game clock, Dean. We are at... Oh, I'll tell you in a second. It's just...
Oh, he was outside the 22.
Just
What he
gone off.
tried to do was he tried to bounce with him, but he made an absolute mess
He
of it.
did.
It's 8 minutes and 59 seconds, ticking over to 9 minutes now, Dean, mate. Boys believe Fiji under the right management could be one of the best teams out there. Excited for a good game all the way from South Africa. I agree to harm, mate. The talent is certainly not lacking in Fiji. Absolutely.
They got lots of talent. They've got lots in the NRL too, eh, mate?
Oh, I haven't watched enough NRL to know. I know Run Radra used to be in the NRL, right?
There are a lot of them in the NRL.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, you'd know more about that than me.
Yeah, I just look at them sometimes. See, that was a good break by Fiji, but the All Blacks got the ball back.
Yeah.
Who was that? Oh, Cody. Cody Taylor.
Under a bit of pressure.
Oh, they'll settle down. It's
They
only
will
10
settle
minutes.
down, yeah. It's only 10 minutes, that's true. Do you think Fiji have a better chance of upsetting Wales or Australia at the World Cup?
Ooh, that's a bit of a mean question, isn't it?
There was talk about them upsetting Australia at the last one, but they didn't really get close from memory.
Well, yeah, they could. It's not beyond the bounds of impossibility.
That's
Well,
right.
if Japan can upset South Africa,
Oh, for sure. Anything can happen.
anything can happen.
Zach says both, so there you go. That's an easy
Yeah, both.
answer.
I agree. Tell them I agree.
Craig is in a beautifully hot and sunny South Devon, and he says a very special good morning to Lord and Lady Gazza.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Put it this
Could
way.
do with a bit of sunshine here.
We could. It's been miserable.
If the Fijians were playing the Wallabies in 6 matches as from now, they could win 2. That's what I told Mark the other day.
Hollywood says Fiji might be better than Samoa and Tonga today, but who knows in 5 years. I think just generally, they're a much bigger country.
Oh, yeah.
And
They got more players.
and seem to be a bit better administrated, but yeah, all that kind of behind the scenes stuff, I don't know. D-Max brought down. Allard has just dropped £5 into the chat, and he says, "This isn't a bribe, but get Gazza to say Wales to win the World Cup."
Well, probably not. But it's a nice dream.
Oh, you never know. One of these days.
Never know. Oh, Welsh have got a good team. They've got a good squad. Put it this way. Wales would beat Australia. Right now.
Take that for what you will, Allard, mate. Six Nations champions.
Yep. Gee, they're playing all right.
I think Reese liked your answer, Gazza.
Oh, good steal.
Shaky start from New Zealand is right. David, mate. Yeah, they're under. Look at the Fijian defence, man. It's monstrous at the moment. Big scrum, Fiji, indeed.
These guys get the first try, you'll either roll from the
Oh,
crowd.
you will.
Right, Fiji are attacking. They're in the All Blacks half.
Big guys, aren't they?
No, big guys.
They've honestly come out really fast out of the blocks.
Oh, penalised now.
I'll see you in a bit, Cora. Enjoy the first half. All Blacks have just got a much-needed penalty. Fijians, guys, offside. Am I going to do a live stream for the games later on in the day? Probably not, because they're on at pretty horrible times. Yeah, I think the British and Irish Lions are 4 a.m. I think the South Africa A game is like 1 a.m. or something like that. Pretty bad. I will watch them, absolutely, but probably just not live stream them. G-Man might, if you're familiar with his channel. Oh, that was a bit of a silly one.
Number 6.
Yeah, Johnny Dyer, he was really good last week.
It's been around a while, eh?
What do you know or think of Zimbabwean rugby players or rugby players, any naturalised Zimbabwe players in New Zealand? Not that I know of. The only Zimbabwean rugby players I can think of is Tendai Mtawira and David Pocock. I know those guys are from Zimbabwe originally. Not sure about over here. People are telling us to watch up, so something must be going to happen here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here
it's Sevu Reese.
Oh, good job.
First try of the game.
we go. Good job.
Good try from the
They
All
really
Blacks.
set that
That was Havili from a line out.
up. He's good, eh? He's good at second five, man. He can play anywhere, that guy.
Yeah.
You watch
Line out
this.
move. They get it to
You watch
Havili. He just steps between two of the guys and offloads to Reese. Very nice.
Very nice.
He had a good game last week too.
Steps between Dyer and somebody else.
That was a good try.
Oh, that's a very good try.
Craig has just dropped 10 pounds into the chat and he says, I hope this is enough for a drink for the 2 cents team. Cheers, Craig, mate. I am due to buy some beers at some point soon. Gazza brought beers over earlier, but we already drank them. So, yeah. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. We'll certainly get some beers on you for the next one. Oh, Adam. Adam's just dropped 5 pounds into the chat and he says, don't you think, by the way, cheers for that, Craig. Don't you think so much attention is paid to Fiji, Samoa and Tonga, the rest of the Pacific are forgotten about, like the Cook Islands? That could be right. That's true.
I didn't even know they had a team.
That's true. I didn't know much about the Cook Island team until I saw they were playing Tonga this upcoming weekend, and I had a look at their previous team lists, and there's only a couple of guys who I know. Most of them seem to be kind of club rugby players, but yeah, that's a fair point.
That's right. They've got a small population too.
Yeah,
They've got a rugby league team, a soccer team, and a rugby team.
yeah.
So that's all this, and they've got a touch team as well. So that's quite a bit of their sport taken up.
Yeah. But that's an interesting question. I've never really thought about rugby outside those 3 places. That's a kind of an interesting point to raise. I'll have to have a look at the world rankings to see where some of the other Pacific places are
That was
kind
a
of
good break.
sitting. But cheers for that, Adam. I need to update the score, by the way, folks. I do need to update the score.
It's hard for an island like that to go against the big boys too.
And Steve Smith, who's, I don't think it's the cricketer, but he is in Australia. Steve Smith has just dropped us $20 Australian. No comment, but just
Oh, very nice.
must be in a good mood. Must be because Havili scored. Must be a Havili fan.
Must be.
Thank you, Steve, mate. Steve's been a bit of a regular of late, to be fair. I am going to update the score in just a second. Fiji are lining up another penalty, so they could make it back to being a 1-point game. And Vola Vola has nailed that one. So that's kind of good news for Fiji. It's only a 1-point game. And that's good for the start that they've had, I feel, because they've
They've had a good start.
had a good start, yeah.
They're breaking the All Black line a couple of times.
Double teamed him.
Right, I'm going to update this.
What was that for?
Somebody must have kicked it through. Not sure what happened there.
Score update. There you go. James asking if anyone's stands feed has just come. I'm not sure. We're watching on Sky in New Zealand and the feed is thus uninterrupted. It's been pretty fine. Excited for when the All Blacks play the Springboks, Miles. Definitely. Definitely. It'll be a good test of where the All Blacks are at when they get to take on the Springboks, I reckon, because
Oh, we'll get a better idea when they come up against the Wallabies. They'll have a pretty good idea.
despite their absence, the Boks A team still
Looked pretty good.
Still look pretty good, didn't they?
Gee, they got hard forwards, eh, McMurray?
They definitely do. They definitely do. Elliot's finally got the game going. Good man.
Gee, that was a high jump.
Yeah, they couldn't get the ball out, so it's going to be turned over to the All Blacks. Scrum time. Morne is saying, yo, from South Africa. How's it going, man? Again, hope you're doing well. Box A team equals the box at 95%. Yeah. I don't know. That box team was still missing a lot of big guns, man. No
I was impressed by that
Malherbe,
South African A team.
but no Pollard. They had a heap of guys out. There's more. No Archias Neyman. No Ludiacha. Like, heaps of guys were out of that team. No Kolisi. No Vermeulen. Like, the list goes on.
Was Peter Du Toit there?
He was there. He went off, though. They didn't look as good when he went off. He is just...
He got replaced.
He's tireless, that guy, and he's such a hard hitter. So, yeah.
This is his 99 game.
What do you think of the reffing for the last Lions game? The reffing is interesting in that both sides complained about it. That usually means it's not. It's either terrible and that both sides have been kind of...
I thought it was pretty average.
Yeah, but I can kind of tolerate bad reffing as long as it's equally bad for both sides. If
that's
it's
right.
when
Equally
it
bad, that's
when it gets, you know, a bit lopsided, that's when it gets disturbing. Man, the All Blacks line out is not functioning, folks. The All Blacks line out, they've had a second chance around about the Fiji in 22 and they've lost it. They put a stat on before the game started saying the All Blacks hadn't lost one of their own lineouts since about
Argentina
2020, and then they've lost 2 in this game. Oh man, D-Mac has just escaped with his life after being almost smashed that pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gee, they tackle hard, don't they?
Oh, he's changed his mind.
Shouldn't be their A team when you know the A team, which is called South Africa, pretty much was. Steve, I think they fielded a stronger than planned team. It was always going to be made up from the guys of the initial Springbok squad, but I think because they had so many COVID cases, the number of guys they could actually choose from was limited, and then they got their game against Georgia called off, so Rassi wanted them
Still
to
a
have
pretty strong team, eh?
more game time. Absolutely.
A lot of Morne staining this one kick, I think. Yeah.
Oh man, Gareth Mason, goodness me, mate. I was just talking about you earlier. People were asking if I was going to be live streaming some of the games later in the day, and I said no, but Gareth might, because it's going to be like 2 in the morning for me, but I'm sure you'll be up. Gareth Mason's just dropped us 70 Rand and says good morning to the legend himself, hoping for a cracking game. So far, so good, mate.
He dropped it.
Savia has dropped it.
Savia dropped it. Oh,
Cheers, G-Man.
No, come on, guys. Concentrate.
Hope you're well. The stress,
He was playing advantage.
the stress is real. But cheers, G-Man, mate. Appreciate that.
If they don't do this tonight, they're going to get cracked.
Yeah, they will.
Can you watch us in the UK? I think the official broadcast is Rugby Pass in the UK, mate.
Fiji and assistant coach Glenn Jackson, he's been helping them.
Goodness me, Glenn Jackson.
Glenn Jackson, Daryl Gibson, Jason Ryan.
Saw at least 3 reds, Farrell and Creel. Yeah, I've seen clips of both Farrell. Farrell's one on Faf, and then Creel's one on Harris, right? Yeah. Stan's coverage is back. Good stuff, James. Good to hear that.
Not getting much ball.
No.
What's the score, Toby? It is, where is it? There. New Zealand
7-6.
New Zealand 7-6 Fiji. That's what that means. Probably didn't spot it because it's kind of tucked away down in the corner. I try to keep it updated. Forgive me, sometimes I get it wrong. Good morning from Batumi, Georgia. Good morning, Mr. Wills, mate. How's it going? Why am I not wearing the Fiji shirt? If they win, I will wear it. I wore it for the preview.
Gee, they're tackling hard.
Who are the All Blacks reserve props? Who is it today? Is it Laulala?
De Groot and Tarvel.
Oh, Tarvel and De Groot, that's right.
You better tell them about the new hooker.
Oh, yeah, Tokiaho got called in to replace Coles. At least it wasn't concussion this time, or Coles.
No,
it was
he's had a bit of calf trouble.
his calf. Yeah.
It was just a precaution. It's nice to see another hooker get a run, though. If he gets on, which I think he will.
Jono is watching from sunny Scotland. Sunny Scotland. That's not a phrase I hear all that time.
That sounds weird.
That sounds weird, yeah. But yeah, it's been piddling down here, so we must have nicked some of your stereotypical weather.
And more to come.
Remy is in Toulouse. What's the weather like in Toulouse, man? Let's get the weather update, seeing as the game is still waiting for a line-out. There goes the ball. We're at 25 minutes. It's 7 points to 6.
Let it out.
Yeah, the penalty count in this game so far does feel pretty high. Caleb's in Gizzy. Good man. Have we been to Gizzy before? Gisborne?
No,
I don't think I've ever been to
I
Gisborne.
don't think I've ever been to Gisborne either.
Veronique is in Cape Town. Sunny Cape Town? Cape Town, the stereotype is sunny, I think. If there was a rule to make rugby a 14-man game to make it more of a spectacle, then you're getting down to the rugby league track. Make it 13. Open up some extra space. Get rid of the set piece. Mike's in cloudy Kenya. There you go. Time to this says you wear so many jerseys that people are surprised when you wear an AB's jersey watching an AB's match as a Kiwi. Maybe that's a thing, isn't it? Oh man, our line-out is just atrocious. You know, the other day, I'll read you this message. Before the France and Australia game, I did a preview on the game, right? The lineups and the odds and my thoughts on it. And I generally wear the jersey of the team who is like the underdog.
Yeah.
Because I always wear the winning team's jersey in the review game. I do 2 videos for every game, right? And this guy, Jason Cleghorn, on Facebook sends me a message saying, "What a Kiwi idiot. Obviously backing the Frogs because I'm wearing the jersey." He's put in brackets, jersey, over your Anzac brother. Well done, Wallabies, on the first test. This is just after they won it at the death.
Yes.
Also, mate, tongue-in-cheek, as if to say, I'm not your mate.
Yeah.
Rugby is the 5th most popular sport in Australia, and we play it much less than our poorer cousins, loser. Like, bro, what? I wear everybody's jersey, you moron. I wore England bloody jersey when we went out to them in the World Cup, man.
Exactly.
Did you tell him he's a wanker?
I didn't. I sent him a gif of Obama just going,
What?
what?
He handled it with a plum.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's either getting penalised or not.
There's some interesting people out there on the internet.
There are.
There's some idiots out there too.
Tama, mate, I've been thinking about you because I've been thinking about my garden. The garden's going good. And yeah, Alan, I do love my GIFs. I reply to everything in GIF. Tama, man, I need my gardening advice to grow some cuttings. Yeah. If you've ever communicated with me by some form of text, you'll know that GIFs are very much my popular thing. Yeah. Sounds like your average Aussie bogan. He obviously doesn't follow me, Craig. He's exactly right. Yeah. Just saw me wearing a French jersey and just went nuts.
Patrick Turpalates is the water boy.
James, I do have a Twitter. I don't have an Instagram yet. I may open one at some point. Crowd is booed because the All Blacks have opted for 3. But their line-out's been that shocking, you kind of don't blame them. Although the crowd's still blaming them. 10 points to 6.
Hi, Nanny. That's cute.
29 minutes in.
Yep.
17 degrees in Durban. Nice. Sunny in Johannesburg. Good stuff. We could use some sun over here, although it's already night time, so we'll save it till tomorrow.
We could choose thunderstorms.
Oh, he knocked it on.
Thunderstorms
He knocked it on.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Great.
That's what they're predicting.
Tama, as we get distracted from the rugby a little bit, lavender. I cut some lavender and I'm planting it in a little seed box thingy, like a little mini greenhouse.
Look at that. He dropped
He
it.
did.
I initially just took a bunch of cuttings and randomly planted them, and only a few of them sprouted roots, but I think it's because I didn't cut them long enough. Anyway.
Oh, we got a chance to score now.
Is Akira the water boy? No, Akira is in the
Patrick
starting lineup.
Tuipulotu's the water boy.
Yeah, Tuipulotu's the water boy, that's right.
He's the biggest water boy we've got.
What stadium is that? Alan, that is FMG Stadium
Hamilton.
in Hamilton. It's a specialist rugby ground. It's a great one to go at because you can sit very close to the game. Not
Best
like
ground in New Zealand.
best ground I've been to. It's not like an oval where you're miles from the game, so it's very good. Here we go. Try time.
go,
Reese has
go.
got two.
Good job. Good job.
There we go, folks. I can't be too far behind you guys because I'm only just getting your watches up now. That all came from a Fijian knock-on. The All Blacks have just scored a try on the left wing through Reese.
Second try.
Yeah, second try of the game. Scrum. It goes left. Mwanga just double pumps the ball just to fool the defence and then lets it go to Reese, who goes over.
Still be happy. 2 tries.
Yeah, that's the kind of mistake that you can't be giving the All Blacks. Dave is in Ireland, sunny Ireland. Everywhere seems to be sunny this morning.
Except New Zealand. Floods on the west coast. South Island.
Sunny 24 degrees here until
Who's got that?
Oh,
Good
good
kick.
job. Good kick.
Good conversion.
Good kick.
Now, someone's asking me to show the footage of the game. Do either of you guys want to explain why we can't broadcast the footage of the game to the
Because
internet?
You're not allowed to. And if you do, you won't be doing anything.
That's correct.
Unfortunately, to broadcast it, you generally need to own the rights to it,
Yes.
which I do not.
No.
Takako had 125 mils of rain last night. Bloody hell.
Wow. It's a bit of rain.
Gazza number one fan Ben says from sunny Scotland, enjoy the game, guys. Cheers, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Liam has just dropped us 140 rand and says, cheers from South Africa. A bit too early for the beers on this side. Oh, is it 11 o'clock? Unfortunately, that's unfortunately too early for the beers. Looking forward to some epic Bok versus All Blacks tussle soon, man. Yeah, we're very much looking forward to that as well.
When was the last time we played South Africa?
World Cup.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
It's
pool
been a
game at the
while.
World Cup.
It's been a while.
So, yeah, it's been too long.
Yes, it has.
Interestingly, the Springbok coach, the director of rugby, Rassie Erasmus, has been talking about how they're not just looking at the Lions series, they're building for the clashes with us. So
Okay.
Yeah.
good to know it's on. Good to know it's on his
September
mind.
playing us.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
on his mind as well. But cheers, Liam, mate. I hope you are well. Thank you for that, brother.
Although they'll be hard.
They're always hard.
They're always hard. They're always hard.
Kiwi lads top the same way. And I know anybody.
They were put against the Lions.
YouTube is never going to be the place you find dodgy streams of anything. So honestly, try Reddit or something else. And Ella has just dropped us £2 to say, here's £2 not to show the game footage. There you go. Ella knows what he's talking about. Thank you, brother.
Drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it.
Massive flooding in Tasman. That's no good, man. But yeah, the West Coast has had it pretty bad. Like I said, it's been raining here as well. Nothing like that, but yeah.
Floods on the West Coast.
Right, All Blacks are just outside the Fijian 22. Mo'unga
Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it.
beaten his first tackler, beats his second. T-Mac gets it to Reese. Surely Reese can't get a hat-trick against the country of his birth. Nope, he's giving it to LB. He's brought down, has a wee little crawl, but that's all good. Nov Mum says crappy weather all over. Pretty much. New Zealand's had pretty crappy weather all over. Fiji has copped another penalty, and they look like they may be going to get a stern
Yellow
talking
card.
to. At least a talking to here.
Damon's getting sick of it.
Down here twice now. Have a chat to your boys. Basically, a yellow card warning.
Get it
Where's
right.
the referee from?
He's an
Damon
Aussie.
Murphy, they're all from Australia.
Okay.
The only one who's New Zealand is Aaron Patterson, the TMO.
Okay. I haven't heard of this one before.
Damon Murphy, yeah.
He's been around for a
Mark
while.
and I know him.
Okay.
Been around for a while. Do I follow a club in Auckland? My son plays for his local club, which is Waitakere. But I don't follow the senior team. I don't think they're very good.
Seniors aren't very good.
And Gazza follows College Rifles. But he used to follow different teams. The All Blacks are about a metre out, folks. Surely. Not Reese again. Not Reese again. Oh.
He's trying to beat Coles' score.
What were we just saying about Reese getting a hat-trick against the country of his birth? He's just
He's
gone
got
and
three.
done it.
It's
My
unbelievable.
goodness.
He's going to try and beat Dane Coles.
He might get 5. He'll be happy. He's a good winger, that boy.
He is.
David says, College Rifles, nice team.
They lost in the semis last week. I'm getting up to check the Yellow Shield result too during half time. Did they ask them if they want a rugby story?
We'll have one at half-time, eh?
Yeah.
Hat-trick try. Oh, and here's...
Dear.
Oh, this is Nakarawa.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What's happened?
They've binned him.
Usually if you score the try, they don't do the binning, but...
No.
He's the captain too. He's the captain. Well, you're going to look it up for me, eh?
I'll try.
What's that?
He's just going to look up College Rifles final.
Oh, okay.
Not College Rifles, the Yellow Shield final.
Simon says on the bright side,
Auckland Club Rugby.
most of the scoring tonight's been done by Fijians. That's actually true.
Yeah, that's true.
Lavender from cuttings. Don't take cuttings from flowering plants. Right, I got that part. Choose a strong leafy, non-flowering stem and give them sea sol, seaweed plant solution. I'll have to do the sea sol bit, but everything else, I think I'm all right. Yeah. See how we go. Cheers, Tama, mate. I've been trying to kill off the rest of my lawn with mulch. Been putting cardboard down and putting mulch on the top of the cardboard. So hopefully, Mo'unga's shanked that one pretty bad. So it's unconverted. So it's 22-6.
Captain's in the sunbin, the lock.
Yeah, nothing
Fiji.
wrong.
There's Coles, Dane Coles.
2 seeds gardening. There you go, Starleo. Seesaw works wonders. Alright, there you go. We're talking about gardening again. Sorry, Cora, the game's not that bad, but Tama hasn't been on for a while, and I've been burning with a gardening question. I think I've got the right idea. Unfortunately, Tama, the soil that I used to plant the seedlings was just from my yard, so it's full of kind of weeds. It's full of weed seeds as well. The weeds keep popping up alongside the lavender cuttings. What mower do I have? I don't have a big lawn, so I just use a, it looks like a line trimmer, but it's a grass mower thingy.
You don't use it now, eh?
Not much, because I've covered most of the lawn in mulch. Yeah. Anthony's asking, who's going to win Australia versus France, the third game, and why?
Australia.
Reason?
I think their service from the scrum will be a lot faster with McDermott there. And they're going to win by 5.
Going to win by 5. There you go. Similar to what the bookies have got, I think. 2 cents gardening tips. We need to get that done.
He's fast, isn't he fast, Reese?
He's a Fijian winger.
Yeah, he's a pocket rocket, that guy.
Strimmer, I've never heard that called before. Off to work, says Craig. Got a holiday home changeover to sort out, and then off on the boat for wakeboarding, barbecue, and lots of cold mid-strength beer. And you've got the Lions games on later, so you're going to have a good day, I'm sure, Craig. Have a good one, bud. Craig's telling us to watch up, so there may be some last minute 15 on 14 action. The All Blacks, they might have started on the back foot, but it looks like Savia has just bumped over for the first non-Severise try. Oh no, didn't Havili get one? No. First try by non-Fijian player. Good, yeah. Havili was just the try assist. I'm going mad. Ribs, you're only mildly ahead. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. Yeah, Savia just powered over.
Strong, eh?
Oh, man. Yeah, Savia's too strong before halftime. Pretty comfortable lead, man.
29-6. Satisfactory.
Satisfactory. 29-6. Pretty good. Pretty good. 29-6 at halftime. There we go, folks.
Did you get it?
Mum, do you know what Tinder is?
It's a dating website.
There you go. Sam's just said get off Tinder. Because I guess he's seen you playing on your phone.
Oh no, I'm just finding the rugby score for Gary. Eden beat Grammatech 19-10.
Sure they did.
And they did. It's there, look.
They're swiping left or swiping right? Right, Ellen wants the trivia. I have got the trivia. The trivia question is...
That'll be...
it's a New Zealand sports-based question.
They lost. Because he plays for Grammar.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
Which team won the Hellberg Award in 2002? 2002. Sounds like you got the right idea with your cuttings and lawn. Hit me up anytime, bro, on rugby. Looking forward to France vs Australia next. There you go. Yeah. So far so good. Anyway, we'll see. The Black Sticks, says Starlina. I don't believe it was the Black Sticks.
I'm just looking at the video.
The Silver Ferns, says Randy. It's not the Silver Ferns. The Hellberg Awards is like a New Zealand Sporting Awards thing. All whites. Nah, it is a New Zealand sporting team, but it ain't either of them. Not Silver Ferns. Cora's at the game and she's spent upwards of $68 on booze. Yes, the alcohol at the ground is always very expensive. Halberg Award 2002. Black Caps, no, not the Black Caps, not the Silver Ferns. New Zealand Sevens, no. Stephen's got it. The Tall Blacks.
Oh.
If you guys aren't familiar, don't tell them the answer.
No.
What sport do you think the Tall Blacks play, guys? Tama got it as well.
Basketball.
Tell him not to
He
tell
said
the answer.
don't.
Oh, sorry.
This guy doesn't listen, man. Doesn't listen. Story of my childhood. All right, come on with your rugby story. I'm gonna go get a beer.
Right.
Remember, just the camera's
Tell
just
me about the
there.
old mate Lou Farnan at Eden Park, eh?
There you go. This is them here.
Right. One of my mates passed away a few weeks ago. His name was Lou Farnan, a great rugby mate of mine. Anyway, story goes that him and me and a couple of other people were at the rugby at Eden Park when Auckland were playing Bay of Plenty. And there was a couple of drunk Bay of Plenty supporters over the way. And little Lou, who was about 5'4", started giving these two Bay of Plenty supporters grief. So one of them decided to come over and have a piece of him. And he actually pushed him over because they had gravel on the ground down beside where the West Stand is now. He had gravel on the ground, he fell over. And me and the two other guys that were there looked at these Bay of Plenty supporters and disappeared into the mist because we didn't want any trouble with the Bay of Plenty supporters. Because one guy was fairly big and he looked like he could have given us grief, so we disappeared behind the stand. Anyway, Lewis did pick himself up and managed to get away from these guys who had obviously had a few beers. So he always gave us grief about that particular day when he had three mates with him and he picked a
fight and you guys just buggered
he
off.
picked an argument with these Bay of Plenty supporters and we disappeared into the mist behind the stand at Eden Park.
Jeez, this guy. That's shocking.
That's a true
He
story.
was probably egging them on. Go talk to them. Go, give them some stick.
Yeah, probably.
And then as soon as he does, out of here. Goodness me.
But Lewis was okay. Lewis got up with a couple of bruises, but he was okay.
Goodness me. Brutal. Crazy says Bay of Plenty, and he's laughing at that. Oh man.
They were bigger than us. One guy was really big, so we didn't want any grief with him, eh?
Few beers equals drunk as there. Yeah, that's probably it. Gazza 2 cents thinking about his future rugby career, not wanting to get into trouble. Oh yeah, you didn't want to jeopardize your rugby career by getting a criminal record, eh? That's probably
that's
it.
what it is. Definitely.
Oh man. Johnny says that's how we roll in the Bay. Yeah.
Don't pick on Bay of Plenty supporters when they're bigger than you.
Yeah. Got your back, Gazza. Yeah, that's him. Got your back, Gazza. Oh man.
Yeah.
Good times. I'm just about to look up the stats for half time. It's probably not the prettiest reading. They're still a bit behind. They're still showing it's 22-6, but it's already past that point. Alright, I got one more beer, so let's get the second bit of trivia. Grant says, just joined the stream in time for the Gazza Legend story. I hope you got it. Just turned in. What's you guys' score predictions? How do you think this one's going to go, guys? Do you think it's going to...
I think it'll balloon out a bit.
The All Blacks going to get 60?
They might not get 60. They should get 50.
Right, second bit of trivia is... Don't you guys answer the question.
Okay. Don't answer the question.
I know.
In what rugby region is the Nash Cup played for? N-A-S-H, Nash. I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
You don't know the answer? Okay, well you can take a guess then if you don't know.
Wouldn't have a clue.
What rugby region? It's one of the NPC regions. What do you reckon? No?
Never heard of it.
Bay of Plenty.
Oh, no, not by a plenty.
Not Bay of Plenty.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Not Waikato.
South Island? Clue?
It's North Island.
North Island.
Oh, one beer
Wairarapa?
left. I've got more beers in the fridge, man. I just meant one boy here. One beer here.
Wairarapa?
No.
Manawatu?
Nope. Ellard's got it. Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay.
Other side of the island.
Other side of the island, indeed. Nashville, Wayne. Yeah, the Nash Cup would be appropriate if it was Nashville. Oh, goodness me. Ribsy has just dropped us 15 Aussie dollary dues, and he says a round of beers for the 2 cents, fam. Have a great night all. Cheers, Ribsy, man.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, mate. Gazza did bring the beers, but we drank them already. We drank them with dinner. Thank you, brother. Hope you're looking forward to your guys maybe clinching the series later tonight. Yeah. Ella says, see, I drink and I know things. There you go. It's just fun to say Manawatu. I'm going to go with that. I never thought about Manawatu as being a fun place to say.
Palmerston North.
Yeah. Alaran got it as well, Hawke's Bay. Yes. I'm wondering why these halftime stats haven't updated. They're still stuck at like 35 minutes. It's disappointing. I will need to check a different website. Professor Chaos says, Ardy, Hurricane Ardy. You're Ardy's, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Ardy Savia. Right, possession 53-47 to the All Blacks, territory 61-39. What else have we got? Knock-ons is 1-3, which is a bit worrying for the Fijians having 3. Run meters is pretty tight. Tackling is a little bit concerning. 86% for the All Blacks, 78% for Fiji. Penalties conceded is 6-8. How do you say the name F-I-O-N-N?
It'll be the first time eating them.
I-O-N-N.
That's Irish. It's got to be Irish.
Oh, yeah.
Finn.
Yeah.
Finn.
Could be.
I think that's the first time eating them.
But either way, good morning. Irish names always give me a bit of a curveball. I will Google it later, or you can explain to me how to say it.
Eating a bit of one the gallows show.
Yes, I think so.
Alan says he's just dropped me £20, and he
Oh,
says forgot
nice
about the window fund, because I've told him about, like, we talk a bit on Twitter and stuff. The windows here are always like full of condensation in the morning.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost pooling at the base of the window.
Yeah, yeah.
I might have to get them like double glazed or something,
yeah.
because so they're crying like
Yes, yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Should have done
Anyway.
repairs years ago. Maybe at the new place.
Yes.
Thank you, Alan, mate. Thank you very much.
That's double glazing expensive, I think it is.
Appreciate that. Double glazing are not cheap, that's right.
Yeah, not cheap.
But I ain't going to move for a long time, so
No, that's
might be
right.
worth getting it done. Don't have that many windows, not like you guys.
I know.
I think we got about 50. Pretty close.
Wallabies losing a home series to an understrength French team would be a bit embarrassing for them. It would.
Wallabies by 5,
Wallabies
guys.
by 5, there you go.
Take McDermott, he'll be the difference.
Fionn.
Okay.
Is it really? Fionn.
That's how it looks too.
That is how it looks, which is unusual for Irish
Unusual
names.
for Irish, yeah, that's
Like,
right.
yeah, you look at a name like Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Siobhan. You're like,
Yeah.
how did you get
do you
Siobhan
that?
from that?
Yeah, yeah,
It's just one of those things.
yeah.
It's pronounced Fionn, quickly. Fionn.
Fionn. Okay.
Fionn.
Jason Ryan. Crusaders assistant coach. Fiji assistant coach.
Who scored the tries? Severis, and Adi Savia. How's Will Jordan been tonight? He's not.
He hasn't seen any ball.
Yeah, as the ball's been
All
down
going
the
to
other way.
Severis.
But thank you, Fionn, mate. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Irish names. They do seem to be tricky, but once you get them, you get them. I think I'm slowly getting there with the Irish names. Will Jordan has no passes, no clean breaks, no defenders beaten, no offloads, 1 run for 2 meters. He's made no tackles, missed no tackles, and he's had 1 turnover conceded.
Blame the weather.
Pretty quiet night for Will Jordan.
He's on the wrong side.
He is on the wrong side.
It's all going to February.
They're not showing this game in the UK. They're showing it Quasi-Mat on Rugby Pass. So it's like a pay-per-view one. Hit the like button, says Johnny. That's actually a good point. Yeah, I haven't asked for that. If you guys could, that'd be appreciated. What are they going to blame Foster for tonight, Brad?
Everything.
Surely everything. The weather, probably.
No,
He's from Hamilton.
dear.
Oh, Nandolo's just knocked it on from the kickoff.
He's not the first one to drop it like that tonight, though.
Victoria
He's had at least
says,
2 others.
good evening, Gazza, Mark, and Mrs. Gazza, everybody. She's the one who sent me. She's the
Hello.
one who sent me that
the-
last
the-
jersey,
the
the
jersey.
Bordeaux
Yep, yep,
jersey.
Yep.
Hey, Victoria,
Nice.
how's it going?
Nice.
Willem says, hey mate, long time watching. My girlfriend wants to know what you look like without a hat. I do have hair. I just haven't cut it for a while, so it's gone into a bit of a fuzzball.
But I don't have
He
hair.
doesn't have hair. I'm not quite like him. If I grow my hair longer, it kind of looks more like hers, to be honest.
Gazamania doesn't have hair.
There you go. I'm not going grey yet, but if my kids keep up the way they're going, I'll be going that way.
Garrett was so lovely. We had him yesterday and today, and he was so good.
There you go. He was just naughty when he came
He had
home.
a bit of a breakdown. He had a bit of a breakdown tonight.
So long as,
Will
they,
Jordan.
Oh, what were we saying about Will Jordan hasn't done anything?
so long as they're good when they're out, it doesn't matter about when they're home.
Hollywood's just dropped us $10 Canadian without saying a word, but
Nice.
appreciate that, mate. It's a pretty horrible time for him. He had to wake up for this game. Had to set an alarm, so he's a
Right.
proper rugby fan.
Yes.
Cheers, Hollywood, brother. Junaid says, watch up, indeed. 2 passes, I think, from the base of that ruck, and Will Jordan just went
Very
straight
nice.
over.
Very nice.
Just
Too
forget
easy.
about him and he scores.
I know, we're just saying how he hasn't done anything.
Well,
41
Yes,
minutes.
He's a good player.
Well, they do have the extra man still for another 3.5 minutes.
oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
Pronounced Fian. Thank you. I will try to remember that one. There's no hair, there's a rugby ball under your hat. That could be what that looks like.
Aaron Smith's happy.
Victoria's watching the game in a pub with family, so can't hear a thing we're saying, but have a good one.
Oh, Will Jordan's coming off.
Victoria. Oh, he's going off. What's up with that?
Dear, what's happened?
He's gone on. Rico Ioane.
I wonder if he pulled a muscle on his leg or
Oh,
something.
he might have strained something, so they brought him off as a precaution.
Yeah. Must be the only thing, surely.
Eh?
It's 36-6. I'm just about to update the score.
And he might have had a slight strain. So if they have a slight strain, they'll just sub him because they're way ahead.
Anthony's asking opinion of the dirtiest All Blacks player of all time. The first name that comes to my mind is Richard Lowe when I think
Another
dirtiest
player that
player.
comes to my mind is John Ashworth.
I don't even know who that is.
Prop.
What generation are we talking?
He played with Gary Knight and all those guys. Where was he? He played in the 80s, 70s and 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard Lowe was pretty bad. John Ashworth was pretty bad too. Google those guys.
I don't know, but some people reckon that Sean Fitzpatrick was pretty bad.
Oh, he could be.
Yeah.
Apparently he used to grab guys by the nether regions
Yes.
Yeah,
at times.
the nether regions, yeah.
Stevens got up in Dublin. The match is not on TV. That's a bit disappointing, but is listening to me, or listening to us, the fam. So, thank you. No worries, man. Hopefully, it's a good day for you in Dublin. Everyone's saying to watch up, so something must be about to
Oh
happen.
dear, maybe they're going to score.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
Yep.
April Tui, good evening.
Here
Here we go, they scored. Number one.
That's Ravi, I think. What a try. With a man down as well.
He's still in the bin, is he? Well done, Fiji.
April 2, I'll see if I'm still here for the Wallabies game. I'll see how we go because I gotta.
Aren't you going to do it?
Well, I've gotta let you guys. I've got to send you off.
Oh, you can just check us out. We'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be doing it at some stage though, won't you?
Yeah, I might start it a bit late, but we'll see.
You watch the replays?
What a break off he did. Savia wasn't going to stop him there. Rico was pointing. He said it's that way.
You watch the replays?
Replays of...
Wallabies, France.
Oh, I watch it live. Jamie Joseph was a dirty player. Sean Fitzy is horrible.
Oh, he was... yeah, he had his moments, but he wasn't as bad as some. He was a hard player.
She said he had racist nicknames for some of her cousins.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not very
He's a
nice.
good coach.
Hopefully he's grown up a bit since then.
Yeah.
He's a good coach, I'll tell you that. Jamie Joseph. Very good coach. Him and Tony Brown, two of the best around. Yep, he's got that.
Good points there for Fiji. Much needed, that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise it was going to be pretty brutal.
Well, we're going to stop him there.
No.
Back to 15 on 15, thank goodness, and the All Blacks have kicked it out on the full from the kickoff.
What's happened to Foster? Stephen Ian Foster.
Oh, he's caught it though.
He was in when he caught it. I don't understand that.
April 2, yeah, I'll see if I can jump on for the Wallabies. I'll see how long it takes me to get these lot out of the house. We'll see.
It sounds like he wants
Won't
to
take
get rid of us.
long. Won't take
I was the one saying I might not do the game because I want to send you guys off, kind of
we'll
peacefully.
We'll be,
It's
we'll
all
be
right,
up in
buddy.
time, don't worry.
We'll get going.
We'll be up in time.
Yeah, I should think so. The guy was in. His
What happened to
feet
Jordan? Did he look
on the
injured? He didn't,
ground
did
when
he?
I don't know, not sure what the deal is with that.
That was a bit of a mystery. Scored a try and then he went off.
I think the laws with that now is it depends if it crosses the plane of touch or something like that. I can't remember. I hate looking up the laws, to be honest.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I'm not good at it. I always manage to read it the wrong way around.
But this, I was just going to say, it's never plain and simple. It's not
Yeah.
in plain language.
How long to go? We're at 47 minutes and 10 seconds, so still quite a long time to go. Saturday night with the parents. Yeah, Fletcher, mate. We'll see how long that goes. You guys might be here a bit longer, depending on how your fortunes go in the housing market.
You might be here for a month.
You might be here for a month.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll welcome you. These guys will welcome you. Streams every night with Gazza.
Oh my goodness.
We'll watch some old games. Eh? How did New Zealand react to England losing in the Euros? Mildly. I don't think people were mostly. I think the thing that made the news most was the reaction by some of the,
They're hardcore fans.
the idiot fans who just went bananas like
A
morons.
bit nuts.
Yeah. Brings out the worst in people. I mean, I have heard years ago that apparently, there's always more police call-outs for domestic violence when the All Blacks lose. I can't remember where I read
Is
that.
that right? Is
I
that-
think so. I'm sure I read that
I've never
somewhere
heard that.
years ago, but I wouldn't want to be quoted on it. But I think every country's got their morons who,
Yeah, they're moronic idiots.
yeah.
From what I read, though, it sounds like the Italians were a bit lucky with some of their umpiring.
Was that right?
Refereeing. Yes, refereeing, yeah.
I don't know. Me and the little fella turned it on with like 10 minutes to go in extra time, and there were already guys rolling around on there. Oh, it looks like Rico's just gone ahead and scored a try. Still got enough wheels.
Oh, he's fast, all right.
Ducks Quack says that one is for sure true, the domestic violence thing. Hey. Scrum time, All Blacks. It's just 2 passes off the base of the scrum, man, and Rico's out wide. That's just way too easy.
He doesn't do that silly thing he used to do now, looking at the crowd, eh?
Rebsy says he had to give his dad's brother a wide berth when the ABs lost. That's
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
that is sad.
Really? Oh, you gotta be able to take the victories with the defeats, don't you?
That's
You
right.
do.
Yeah. Good to see Rico on the wing for a change. Yeah. Yeah, he's the one who seems determined to be a midfielder, though.
I think Foster said he's a winger who can play centre. I think that's more of the case.
Scott's saying Keith Murdoch.
Yeah, Keith Murdoch was a pretty...
He's one that got sent home.
he got sent home from England when he shouldn't have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he shouldn't have really got sent home. They had a big kerfuffle with the management at the time. He's passed away now.
Is that right?
Keith Murdoch. He died in Australia. He went to the Australian outback and then he came
Oh, I
up,
think I remember that when that was on the news.
Yeah.
When he died, that was a few years ago, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
went to the Australian outback. He actually saved a couple of people's lives down in Timaru.
Is that right?
He
got
some
that one.
people
Got
were
that one.
some people were drowning in a swimming pool or the sea or something, and he rescued them. Apparently,
Jeez.
he was a bit of a hero after that.
We learn more from losses than we do from the victories. There you go,
That's
John.
right.
That's exactly right. Hollywood says Fiji have had their moment, and that's it. You might be right.
Might be right.
It's 43 points to 13. It looks like it could get a bit nasty because we've still got
30 minutes or
Pretty-
29 minutes.
pretty much half an hour.
I think David Havili's having a good game.
Rangers versus Celtic. It goes up the domestic violence by 42%. That's
Oh,
bonkers.
really?
Wow,
Soccer,
Yeah.
man,
that's crazy.
That's bonkers.
that's crazy.
But those guys take it. That's a pretty intense rivalry. It's a Glasgow
Gee, really?
rivalry.
What about the English club scene? Do they have I wonder if they have a lot of violence after that.
They probably would do.
Liverpool or Manchester United? No
Maybe.
sense.
I mean, the thing with Rangers and Celtic, it's the same city, and it's a bit of a religious
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's
split
Yeah, yeah.
with those guys, so that probably intensifies it.
That would.
But again, that's on the other side of the world, so I don't think I could be one to comment on it. Starleo says, every time I see David Havili's haircut, I lose a few years from my life. Yeah, pretty much. Him, Reese, and Mwang are all rocking the same haircut, pretty much.
And Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
And Mackenzie has a, yeah,
This
his
is a
has a
longer
proper
version.
mullet.
This is a
Yeah,
longer version.
yeah.
It's a terrible haircut.
Remember Jack Goodhue? He had his mullet cut.
I miss his one in comparison to this
These.
nonsense. Honest
Yeah,
to
it's
goodness.
Really.
At least his was like a traditional mullet.
Yes.
Maybe I'm,
Didn't he raise money when he got his cut?
yeah, I think so. Ellen says, I think the All Blacks are going to win.
I think so.
Probably right.
Probably. Get that impression.
A few empty seats at the back there, as his son, those red seats.
Yeah, they've obviously not opened those ones up for some reason.
Have you been up there?
No, when I've been there, I always sat near the front.
Sat near the front. You're really close to the players, eh?
Does Fiji have an actual chance of beating Wales or Australia now?
Oh, I better say no, otherwise I'm going to get myself in trouble and they'll probably turn around and do it.
It's just one of those things. On your day, eh? On your day, it can happen.
As I said before, if Japan can beat South Africa.
That's right. Japan can beat South
anything
Africa.
can happen.
I mean, Uruguay beat Fiji at the World Cup, so that was very unexpected. So
Oh, gee, that was close.
anything can happen.
I think if he had got that, he might have scored.
He might have.
He's not very big, but he's strong.
he's pretty
For a
quick
short
too.
guy, man, the All Blacks reckon for a short guy he is incredibly strong. Don't they, Mark? Sevu Reece.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power. Score's lopsided, but the All Blacks do look very strong regardless. Yeah, they're looking pretty
Couple
good.
of, changes coming up.
Apparently, when he was at training, he tackled one of the loose forwards and he hurt him.
Is that right?
Yeah, Sevu Reece, I heard, yeah. He's got a lot of power. He might be short, but man, he is
Strong.
very strong.
Ellen,
Oh!
Ellen says the Japan-Ireland game was mental. That's from the World Cup. That one was mental. Ribsy says, this is the age of tough as shit small blokes, Gazza. Probably like your mate Lou, who went to take on some Bay of Plenty guys all by himself, all 5'3" of them. I met Lou many times, and he's a very, very small.
The first guy that
lad.
Lewis picked on was about 5'10", the next one was about 6'2", and he's the guy that scared me, so we ran. When they're bigger than you don't hang around.
No, that's right. Is this the young guy you were talking about before?
Tokiaho.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on his debut. He wasn't going to originally be named, but Coles.
He's coming for a
Coles is out now. Muir's is out, so yeah.
I think Amur's coming back soon. He's,
Hamish Watson, the Mish. He's a proper tough. He's not that small though either, but yeah, he's proper tough.
Who's that?
Hamish Watson, the Scottish
Oh,
flanker.
yeah. The flanker.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's two Watson, Anthony Watson and Hamish Watson.
Yeah, one's English and one's Scottish, at least in terms of their teams they represent.
That Hamish Watson, he's a good support player.
Yeah.
So's Tom Curry. Like him.
They're both, similar styles, Big high work rates, big engines. Love getting through 1 million tackles,
Who
getting
you,
breakdown.
who you picking, the Lions or the South Africans?
I put money on the box, but not much. I put a couple of bucks on them.
Could go either way.
Before the series started, I put a couple of dollars on the box.
It'll be close, eh? Gee, I'll tell you what, those line forwards, man, they know how to pass the ball. They support the ball carrier.
Oh, Mwonga's got a big line break. Supporter from Jacobson. The ball's popped out of nowhere.
Oh! He was after number 4.
Yeah, Gazza definitely hasn't got any Scottish blood. Why? Because he didn't want to get into a fight.
Well, actually, I think we have. Somewhere along the line.
No doubt. Goodness me.
Gee, Reece was right there. He's looking for number 4.
Flesh and put 20 quid on the Lions 3-0. Man.
Hey, he reckons the Lions win 3-0.
Oh,
No way.
no way. What
No
a-
way.
I'm
No
sure.
way, Jose.
When I say I put a couple of bucks, I think it's literally $2.
$2?
I think so. I only ever do tiny bets. Let me have a look. Oh no, it's $5. I put $5 on South Africa to win the tour at $2.10, so I'll get $10 back if I'm.
You put them on to win 2-1?
I just put win. It doesn't matter how. It can be a win and 2 draws. It can be 2 wins to 1. It can be 3-0. Doesn't matter. Gazza has smarts innovated a fight. There you go.
Yep.
There's no such thing as a Kiwi without Scottish blood. Many of us have got a mix of a lot of stuff. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Gazza, who's going to score in the Wallabies France game? Have you seen the lineups?
Yep. The Wallabies.
Deliberate knock on.
Who will I tell? Oh, Tate McDermott. I like him.
He likes to snipe. That's true.
Yeah, he likes to snipe. The French. The fullback.
Oh, Jaminet.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Another Wallaby, Hooper. He's
Hooper,
pretty good.
true.
And I'll pick an outside of that big French prop. Is he playing tonight?
No, they didn't play him. He played in the second game, but they've
He's not on the bench?
No.
Okay. All right, I'll say the hooker. How's that?
Oh yeah, I think he's played all three. Rebs says, mate, if Tate scores, I'll fly to Auckland and kiss you.
And tell him I'll kiss him back.
Oh, there you go. We'll have to get that on video. Live stream. Craig says to watch out. This could be 50 if they score here.
Yep.
The All Blacks are trucking it along. I think Taukei'aho might have got one on debut there. I think he has.
Yep. And you guy.
Good on him.
He turned down the chance to play for Tonga last year because he
Yes.
wanted to play for the All Blacks.
Yep. Oh well. Good on him.
He's been in Foster's sights for a long time now.
Yeah.
Foster likes him. He's only 23.
Yes.
He's good in the Chiefs, eh, mate? Mm-hmm. He gets quite a few tries.
Yes. Grant says you need to call Tate McDermott. You need to call him a haircut. That's our nickname for him, because he's another one who's got very, very
Yeah.
Oh, really?
bad haircuts.
Okay.
Yeah, haircut.
I like that French fullback. He's pretty good, eh?
Yeah. You know what's funny about this French fullback is he's never played in the top flight.
He's never played in the top grade.
He's only played Division 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And
he's a really good player.
The French coach was like, that guy's got a bit about him. And picked him.
Wow.
And he's doing amazingly well.
Yep.
And his surname is like Jaminet, but
Jaminet, yeah.
his first name is Melvin. I mean, I'm sure Melvin in French is probably pronounced a bit differently,
I
but
saw that.
it just seems like such a contrast.
It does.
Mr. Jaminet. And first name, Melvin. I don't know, it just seems...
He's a good player, isn't he?
He missed the kick.
He did? Okay, it's 48. 48-13. Good try for the debutant, Kenneth. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good to score on your debut.
Yes. You can get the French names right and struggle with the Irish. Mate, the Irish ones are honestly like riddles. I'm sure there's like a rule to it, but I don't know the rules. Like Siobhan, like
Yeah,
N-I-A...
Siobhan, yeah, I noticed that.
N-I-A-M-H? How is that Neve? How?
I saw
Anyway.
that in the paper. Siobhan, the Irish names.
Yeah. And near Neve is another one.
There's a lot of them.
Neve.
A lot of them that just, I don't know. I feel the All Blacks are set up for victory. Historically the best team, but only AU and South Africa can compete with the Southern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere is more competitive in terms of international rugby. It is true that when you look at the Six Nations games, apart from the Italy games, you genuinely don't know who's going to win most of the games.
Even Scotland have improved, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Whereas a lot of the games down here, if the All Blacks play most of our neighbours, apart from maybe South Africa and Australia, now Argentina, usually, you know, we're going to win pretty comfortably. Jules says, agree with the Irish, lived there for 2 years, never did get it right. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Jules. It's tricky. But, you know, I do make a conscious effort to try and learn them. It just takes time and exposure. Fijian names are impossible to pronounce. Fijian names can be tricky. I've learned that the C is often like a sound. And there's often there's an invisible N in some of the Fijian names. Like it's not Nadolo, it's Nandolo. The city is Nandi, not Nadi, and it's Randradra instead of Radradra. But go Vola Vola! Everyone's been hating on Vola Vola. Is he going to get a try? He's going to just fall 1 metre short. Come on, Ben, and he's conceded a penalty. Okay, keep hating on Vola Vola. Vola Vola, so close. He probably should have got there, man. I think he was too busy looking for the support runners. I think if he pins his ears back, he probably makes it. Probably makes it.
He's not slow either, is he? But he's not that fast. I mean, Mackenzie's pretty quick.
Oh no, he's pretty much running full tilt the whole time and just can't quite get there. Did he get released? That is a good question, Nigel, mate. Not sure. They didn't show it fully on the replay. Yeah, still 17 minutes to go. Anyone on sports bet in Australia? The Wallabies, France, just not there at all. I don't know.
Mark McKenzie tonight.
I have, haven't I?
It's on the bookies website over here, mate. Aussies are 5-point favourites.
Slight favourites?
5 points.
5 points, yeah.
But that's going to be, oh, here we go. ALB. Oh. Close. Good call, Craig. Indeed. By the way, speaking of us Irish, we still hurting from the World Cup. How very dare you. Sorry about that one, mate. If it makes you feel any better, after we gave you guys a walloping, we then got walloped the week after, so it happens.
We sure did. England were lucky not to win by more.
Yeah, they were.
I think they had 2 tries disallowed. If I remember that game in the World Cup semi-final.
Yeah.
They could have won by 30 to 7.
Yeah.
Kayla says, just tuned in from the States. Hello, Mom and Dad.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, mate? We have got just under 17 minutes to go. It's looking pretty comfortable. Do you think the Japanese league is just a cash cow for the players? Or
Yes, I do.
Probably.
is anyone going to Japan thinking,
I'm going to learn something.
I'm going to get better, I'm going to
No.
get
No.
competitive? I really want, like, the one trophy that's missing,
No.
the one winner's medal I'm missing is the top league one? No?
I actually want to see Japan in the Rugby Championship. That's the one thing I agree with John Kerwin on, and I don't agree with him very much. Is that a fair statement?
Pretty fair.
Pretty fair.
Losing to England only added to the salt. Yeah, we didn't. You'd rather have us gone through, huh? When was the 100% certain Australia versus France will end in a 2-point margin, but I can't pinpoint to whom.
It could happen.
It benefits the Japanese players, if anything else. That's probably a fair point.
Yes, it is.
The Japanese players will do well to have guys of that caliber going over to play them week in, week out.
I guess it gives the All Blacks a chance to earn some money, some decent
For sure.
money.
For sure.
They're pretty rich over there with the rugby.
Well, they are, that's right.
Yeah, they get some pretty good coin over there. I still think it's a good thing. I mean, the top league's better than it was
Oh, definitely.
5 or 10 years ago. That's
a lot stronger than what it was 5 or 10 years ago.
That can only be good for the game.
Absolutely. But it's a shame that they tossed them out of the...
Of the Super Rugby.
Super Rugby,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
Oh, he's talking about the Sunwolves.
Yeah, but I think it's a shame that they got tossed
Yeah,
out.
it was a really.
Hadley Parks is showing Japan how to run lines. He knows his stuff, that man.
Oh, dear.
Have Sam Cane and Shannon Frizzell lost their positions after the performances of Akira and Artie tonight?
No.
No. I guess one swallow didn't make a summer.
Look at him go. He's like a pocket rocket, that guy, man. He just...
Did you see the Japanese change the name of the top league to Japan Rugby League 1? I did see that, and it's a ridiculous name.
Ooh.
Rugby League. They do know there's another sport called Rugby League, right? Just turned in from sunny Wales. Looking forward to Wales versus Argentina. Then the Lions. You got a full-on day of rugby, that's for sure.
Wales will beat Argentina. There's a prediction.
Ooh,
D-Mac gets smashed off the ball.
did.
Orbital says, just hopped on. This is Demolition. 48-13, 14 minutes to go. Yep.
Come on, Shannon.
MLR needs better import players. Yeah. At the moment, a lot of the imported players in the MLR are guys quite kind of over the hill, or guys who are kind of not able to get super contracts like Bodine Waka and guys like that. But still think they're adding value. And again, it's a time thing. It needs more investment.
A dodgy tackle too, wasn't it?
Otto
I think the
says
whistle had already gone.
Otto says he has to go with Argentina. Sorry, Gazza.
Nah, Wales will win tonight.
And Ellard has just dropped. Ellard's Welsh, in case you didn't know.
Yes.
He's just dropped £10 and says, just for Gazza for saying that, because you said
Yeah.
Wales were going to win.
Wales
So,
Nice.
Wales will win by 10.
wow.
There you go.
Does that mean I have to give you that money?
Nope. It's a gift.
It's a gift. Nice. Good luck, Ellard, mate. We'll see. It's a pretty strong-looking Argentinian team, but you guys are at home, so I'm really on the fence. And yes, this is my mum and dad. Absolutely. Rugby fans.
It's a rugby household.
Outside UK, New Zealand, Oz, nobody knows about rugby league. That's probably a fair point too, Hollywood. I think France a little bit. 33, 33, 33 split. You're talking about YouTube taking 33%?
Oh, took your eyes. Just like
Or some to my mum. Because if you're including YouTube, it's 25, 25, 25, 25.
There's a try coming.
D-Mac wants one. Not with that haircut, son.
No,
Not with that haircut.
no.
They're not letting that haircut across the line. Nah. Nah. ALB wants one on his home ground. Not going to get it. Craig asks, has my mum always liked rugby? Or did Gazza get you into it?
No, it's all because of him.
There you go.
Shannon just got a try.
Good on him.
It's another one. That's the 50.
At last. Dawn.
Yes.
Ribsy, mate. Absolutely. YouTube take. I think it's maybe 30. Maybe not 33%. YouTube take 30. They always take. You got sticky fingers, old YouTube.
It's quite a chunk, isn't it?
That's a
30%.
chunk. Yeah, 30%.
Look at this guy. You
Toki
guy, man, he's
Aho.
doing real well.
It is.
He set that try up.
Yep.
No, you ain't going to stop Shannon there, mate. He's big enough to go.
YouTube taxes the donations. Basically, I guess it's their platform, so it's their fee for kind of. Yeah.
Come on, Bowden. You got to get this. Yep.
Yep.
He's got that.
One.
If you use OBS or something, it gives us a donation link, then we have stuff still come up on screen. I'll have to investigate that. I'm currently using StreamYard, which kind of integrates with YouTube, which is essentially kind of like streaming for dummies. So, yeah, if I can figure out how to use OBS when my subscription to StreamYard's done, then I'll investigate it. But yeah. Oh, I need to update the score, don't I? Goodness me, I haven't updated the score for ages. This is 48. Bloody hell. 55. There you go. How do you think RTS, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, is going to go at the Blues?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You reckon?
Yep.
Use Streamlabs OBS like a pre-configured simple version. I will write that down. Because I've got the regular OBS, and whilst it's not rocket science, I'm not the smartest, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
You're doing yourself a disservice there.
I'll have a look.
No, I think he'll do well. I think he'll get in the All Blacks eventually.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What do you reckon about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck coming to the Blues? Well,
I'm not impressed.
not impressed. There you go.
She doesn't like lead players.
Well, I reckon we've got enough talent here without poaching league players.
There you go. Poaching.
We poached him from league.
What I said, we don't need them. We don't need league players.
He's an ex-rugby player, star rugby player.
We've got enough local talent. We don't need.
He's taken the spot of somebody else,
That's
isn't he?
right.
Yeah, Zane Sullivan probably.
Yes.
Nigel, we've lost a few
I
players from
think
the
it's
leagues.
unfair.
OnlyFans, yeah, nah.
You don't like him?
Roger, I don't know, man. I don't watch enough league to know how he's going to go. Obviously, he's a talented athlete, but I feel like he's just another one of these guys that's got his eyes on a World Cup spot.
It's like
Yep.
And the Blues are just like, oh, and New Zealand
Yes.
Rugby's like, that's a bunch of league guys that are going to come watch rugby.
right.
They see him as bums on seats, but I feel like most fans, like if you were a massive Bowden Barrett fan, right? If you had his posters on your wall,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he went to the Warriors,
It would turn you off.
would
That
you
would turn me off.
would you suddenly go, all right, I'm going to be a Warriors
no,
fan?
no.
Or would you? Because it's more about your team for
That's
me
right.
than the player. The players come and go, but your team is your
That's
team, right?
That's right.
So I don't know.
It reminds me of Sonny Bill Williams
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that other league player that Auckland.
Benji Marshall.
Benji Marshall.
That was
yeah.
atrocious.
Benji
That
Marshall
was
was
just
A joke.
terrible.
He was
Yeah.
an absolute
Terrible.
failure. They
It
should,
just
they
reminds
should
me
never
of
have done.
those-
He's still playing over in Sydney.
I know.
Rico must be a winger because they've got him on the wing.
Yeah.
Aussie rugby died when we brought in Wendell Saylor. That is it. Mrs. Gazza is right.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. She's a smart cookie.
Sometimes, think about these things.
Actually, Wendell Saylor was a damn good sportsman, actually. He was a really good league player.
Some folks do follow players rather than teams. Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
right,
you're
John.
right. You're right there. Yep. That's a fair comment.
But I feel like if they're trying to fill up Eden Park by bringing in big name league players, that's a bit gimmicky. Like if you have a team that wins a lot, they'll probably get more fans
They
in
will.
than a team with a big name player on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Benji Marshall could have been handled way better. To be fair, they threw him in the deep end. Yeah, I think
But
that
he
was
too old.
it was largely the Blues board. I think that wanted him. They thought he was going to bring in the crowds.
Yeah.
He was past his best. Be fair, gosh.
He's still playing.
They might be still playing league.
He's still playing top level league.
I know he is.
And he's still playing well for South Sydney.
But it's a big ask for somebody who's been playing league for that long to suddenly play
Union at the top level.
union at the top
Yeah,
level.
top.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. He is. He should have just stayed with the league.
Of course he should have.
He just wasted a whole season.
That's right.
Ribsy says Saylor was an excellent league player, but couldn't even work out how 15-a-side worked, Gazza.
Oh yeah, that's a fair comment. But I think Roger Tuivasa check. Well, he's going to be.
Well, like
He's
Starleo
gonna be
says,
different.
he'll probably get the chance to play NPC first, which
Yes,
is
he
a
is.
good way to kind
Yeah,
of
that's
build your way
How
into
old
it.
is he? He's probably a bit younger than Benji Marshall.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to come back to Union. He played Union when he was younger, and he always wanted to come back to Union.
It took him a long time to do it.
Just think of Sam Burgess. Yeah, Sam Burgess didn't go that well.
Sam Burgess, no, he was a failure for England.
The only league convert that worked for the Wallabies with South East Queensland legend Matt Rogers. That's true.
Yes, Matt Rogers, he's a really good player, actually.
Yeah.
He was really good at league and rugby.
Most rugby league players would not want to watch Roger Tuivasa, but it's more attractive to the casual fans. Yeah, but I mean, how many games is a casual fan going to go to watch Roger Tuivasa? The first one, maybe. The second
Who was
one,
the other guy
maybe. But if they keep
that
losing,
came from league.
don't know.
Didn't he come from league? One of the one that
Fair weather
coaches
fans
over
like
in
winning
league-
teams, so
Over in Australia now.
not Brad Thorne.
Brad Thorne, yeah. He was league, wasn't he?
Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
both. I think he flip flopped a couple of times,
Yeah.
but he just won everywhere where he went.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a success of both.
Yeah,
He was an
Brad
excep-
Thorne,
an
yeah, he now
exception.
coaches the Reds.
yeah, he was an exception rather than the rule for sure.
Yeah.
Izzy Folau was a good convert. Yeah, although he also tried AFL, and I think he bombed out at AFL, so it's a mixed bag.
Oh wow, good pass.
Jonathan Davis, the original one, did both codes, eh? Yeah, true. But that's because it was the amateur game back then, right? So he probably wanted to make some money. Jiffy just wanted fame. It could be it. Jason Robinson for England. Yeah, there's certainly a few success stories that really make it well. Tubasashik might be another one, but...
I just think we've got enough local talent. Do we need another? Oh, God.
It's getting a bit messy, folks.
Yeah, definitely getting messy.
You always want another try.
Thoughts on Saracens back in the Premiership? Makes sense. Are all their guys from loan coming back in? The guys who went on loan to other clubs?
He's like a nip, isn't he, Nippy?
Mm.
God, he's got a good sidestep.
He does.
Jeffy is a spineless BBC employee.
We watched this, it hit him on the back. I think it was going backwards.
People do give Jonathan Davis, Jiffy, a lot of grief for his commentary, but I don't often get feeds with his commentary, so I don't know what is he doing. What was Reece doing there? Nobody knows. He scored 3 tries, man. He can do what he likes. Man, Bodie Barrett's eyes are still looking pretty bad, aren't they?
Yeah. He got smacked by Blackadder, then he got smacked in the game.
Earl and Mellons are back at Sarries now. Okay. Lottie Takiri, yeah, true.
Lottie Takiri was good. He was a big boy too, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's very true.
Are we going to get another try, son?
5 minutes to go. Yeah, we could go one more. One more.
Now, ask you if I realise this. Is TJ Perenara going to get in the All Black squad to be picked against the Wallabies?
Is TJ going to get back into the All Blacks? He's eligible from like next week.
He's eligible to play from tomorrow.
Tomorrow, there you go.
We've got a fairly good bunch of halfbacks though, don't we?
We've got good halfbacks at the moment, yeah. I don't think they should change them. He might get back in. Who
A
knows?
lot of people throwing their stuff in the
Mexican wave.
Lottie was okay. He brain farted his way more than someone should. Nice. Nice food takeaway says, hope not, with regards to your TJ question. Jono says, Perenara was rubbish for the ABs last year. It's a weird one, because if they pick Smith, he's 32. Perenara's like, what, 28?
29.
29? And Webber's like the same age as
30.
Perenara. So, you're leaving all your...
Young guys.
You're leaving all your young guys without minutes, and if you leave those guys without minutes, eventually those guys are going to start looking at Japan and Europe. So yeah,
We're going to need them sooner or later, aren't they?
we will.
We need to blood.
It's getting scrappy, McMurray.
It is.
My dad is such a dad. There you go. He is a dad.
Geez, strong that hooker, isn't he?
Is Damon Delende the best centre in the world right now?
Who?
Damon Delende, the Springbok.
No.
He's a big old unit. Nice and sleazy. Says, good morning, Mark and Gazza, and the lovely young lady at the end. Damn. Right in front of Gazza.
Who's that?
She's 65 soon, but Shaddy looks 55.
Man, you can't be dropping her under the bus like that.
I'm praising you, dear. I'm praising you. The beautiful Dawn.
Oh dear, you're a worry.
The beautiful Dawn. Dawn's beautiful. The All Blacks get a bit frustrated, son.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit scrappy in the last little bit, hasn't
Very
it?
scrappy.
Victoria called it 60-20. Pretty close. Pretty
very
close. Alex is 30 at best. Goodness me. Henshaw is needed for the test for the Lions, absolutely. Yeah, he has been the star guy from at least the Northern Hemisphere all season.
You like Bundyaki?
Not as much as I like Robbie Henshaw, to be fair. But Aki's been getting quite a few minutes for the Lions.
He has. He's solid. Will Foster be happy with this performance?
Parts of it, I think, but yeah, they've gone a wee bit off the ball. What was the score last week?
He'll get some grief.
57... Was it 57-23?
Something like that.
57-23 last week.
Similar then.
Well, they got 3 tries. They only got 1 tonight.
Did I play Rugby 08 a long time ago? When you think about Marcus Smith starting for the Lions, that's an interesting call, but with Finn Russell apparently not going to be fit for at least another week, it makes sense to give another guy a crack, because Farrell, wasn't quite looking the business as yet.
Do you like Marcus Smith?
He's really exciting.
He's not bad, is he?
I haven't watched Harlequins that much, but yeah, he looks...
I've seen him twice and I've been impressed with him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's got a cool head on him.
Why is rugby important for you and your parents? Cool that you watch together. I don't know.
It's our national game.
It's something we always do, isn't it?
Something to do.
It's our national game.
Yeah.
You know, Garrett said to me the other day, this is my son, he said, Dad, do you know who my favourite rugby team is? And I was like, the All Blacks? And he's like, no, but they wear blue. And I was like, the Blues. And he's like, no. The Stormers. And I was like,
Where did that come
the Stormers?
The Stormers!
Where did that come from?
Are they blue?
Yeah, they wear blue.
That's really good.
Why the
He
Stormers?
probably likes the
name, yeah,
Storm.
he said the name is cool.
Yeah,
So, there you go. This game's almost done, by the way, folks. My call on the All Blacks to get one more has just
Bowden, what were you doing?
gone into oblivion as the All Blacks have just offloaded into touch.
Oh, what happened?
Stormers, yeah, I know. Simon reckons my son got that one right. I know, it's just too random. Ribsy says, well, he's disowned.
To be honest, guys, they're blowing a few chances tonight.
Well, Garrett likes the colour blue. That's his favourite.
He does like blue.
He likes blue, and I can see him liking the name Storm.
There's Sam Kane,
Yeah.
Aidan Ross,
Yeah. Geordie Barrett.
Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett going to play against the Wallabies, McMurray?
Probably.
Prediction?
Stormers is a dope name, there you go. Watch up, says Craig. Oh, I might get that last try.
Last try after all.
Get him a Glasgow Warriors top.
I think the All Blacks look a bit frustrated at the moment.
So if they get one more try, then Foster won't
He
get
likes
quite
blue.
so much grief.
Dad's team was literally called the Blues. I know. That's why when he said they wore blue, I knew he was going to say Blues, and then he broke my heart.
Stormers.
Stormers.
He's bright, that son of yours.
I know. At least he didn't say France. I suppose so.
Oh,
There we are.
Telkiaho's got a double.
Another one. Good on him. Good on him.
Interestingly, you say France. Oh, by the way, the All Blacks had just scored at the death. Telkiaho gets a double on his debut. I tidied up the jerseys the other day, and they were literally all over the floor. And Alice, my daughter, was like helping me clean them up. So she would hand me one, I would roll it up and put it on the shelf. And like literally, virtually everyone, she was like, who's this team? And I'd be like, it's the Lions. And I'd be like, do you like them? She's like, yes. And I'd be like, literally, Wallabies, Stormers, Exeter Chiefs, La Rochelle, you name it. If I said that team, she said, yeah, I like them. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
France, she's like, no. Like, it's the only one. It's the only one of like 100 bloody jerseys where she was like, nah, I'm not having that one.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Like out of nowhere, she's like, nah, don't like France.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
It is funny.
She's really bright. She's bright, Alice. She is so bright.
She's a little cookie.
She's giving Mark a bit of a hard time tonight.
No,
Oh,
he
he shanked that.
He's shanked that conversion.
He's had a good game.
He did. Good on him.
He could have played for Tonga last year and he said, no, I want to play for the All Blacks. Look at him now.
Good on him.
There you go. Yeah.
Now,
there
the
you
question
have it.
is this a success for Foster? Partly.
60 points to 13.
If he's going to do the Wallabies, we better let him go.
Oh, I've got to do a review of this game first anyway.
What time does the next one start?
I think it's at 10, so
Oh,
there's
so
a
you
wee
got
while.
much time.
So yeah,
I
think so.
About an hour. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll get going though, 'cause I'm driving home.
All right, guys. Cheers.
See if troops.
for coming along. I know me and Mum and Dad all enjoyed it. So
Yes, lovely.
yeah, I think I will be doing a France and Australia stream a bit later. Ripsy says at least he didn't say the Waratahs. I don't know. I've never met the kid, but then you would have had to zone him too. There you go.
Do you like the Waratahs' new coach, Darren Cole?
There we go. All right, guys.
See you guys.
Take care of yourselves. It was good to see you.
Stay safe.
Bye.
And yeah, I'll catch you guys again in about an hour. Take care. Bye bye.